Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is the video in which I will talk about your research presentation if you choose to go with a video. Now, as you'll notice, I am making a video right now. I have chosen not to show my face, as you've seen in other videos. This was for a purpose. It was to make sure that you understood that if you do choose to do a video, you do not have to have your face in that little corner there, okay? You can 100% not show your face, but I do require you to voice over your video, okay? So let's get started. I have posted the research presentation template. This is a PowerPoint presentation, a PPP, that you are supposed to take, okay, to download, and then spruce up with whatever visual aspects you'd like to include in your presentation, and also whatever information you need to put in that presentation, okay? So this is just a quick run through of what these slides actually say. You'll see it says research presentation. You can keep it like that, but you might also like to do something fun and original for your presentation. And you also have to say like by your name, Ms. Nelson, English 1, the date that you're going to turn it in. This is the MLA format, okay? And it has to be a little elastic because it's definitely not the same thing as a research paper, but do make sure that you include this on the front, the very first slide that you present to me, okay? And so the next slide is just an overview of your discourse community. Identify it. Talk about what common values and goals it has. You might also want to dip into any of the other discourse community characteristics that Dilger lists. There's 6 of them. And then talk about the way that this group communicates. Okay. This is something that you might want to revisit after you've given the issue. And that's a slide for that as well. And don't be constrained with these slides. If you decide that you want to talk about some common values and goals and you find yourself wanting to add pictures or, there are many bullets or something, you can go to other slides. You can create another slide, add more information, not a problem at all, okay? As long as you keep this under 10 minutes, you can do whatever you want with the slides. The next one is a micro versus micro. I'm seeing that for the first time, but micro versus macro is what it's supposed to say. And this means micro means small and macro means large, right? So you have your micro community that you are a part of, and that is your work buddies or your friend group or the subreddit that you have online or something like that. And then you have the macro version of that, which is like any of these people in the entire world that are doing the same thing that you are. So it's huge. And part of your research, you may have come across how your micro community reflects the bigger community. Like, for instance, if I'm a gamer and I am having a lot of trouble inside of my tiny game group with sexism and racism, I just have to do a quick Google search, and I realize that that's a huge problem in my discourse community at large, in the gaming community as a whole. And it breaks my heart, but you got to be real about these things. So this slide should say something along those lines, okay? And this is more of a suggestion, this template. You can do other things. Refer back to the actual assignment for all of the things that you can include. I just want this to be robust. I want this to be informational, educational. I want anyone who had picked up your video to learn something totally new and feel good about that, okay? So you definitely want to explain your issue at hand, what the significance of the issue is in the community. What does this information have to do with communication? How this community is responding. I think that's going to be an important one to touch on for this presentation. And basically, I do want you to spend a lot of time talking about the importance. Why does this issue mean so much to the community? Who or what is at stake, right? and spend some time here. Like really drive it home to anyone. Like I said, like anyone who might pick up your video. Try and make them understand what the significance here is. Okay, like we really want to drive this home. Here's what I want you to come out of this understanding is basically what this slide is going to be for. And then your conclusion. And I'd like for your conclusion to say what your research is going to do as far as the community. I'd also like for you to reflect just a little bit, talk about any information that was surprising to you. Okay. And also the last slide has to be a works cited slide. It has to be works cited slide. You should try and make it a hanging indent, even though that is sort of a pain in the butt. Okay. That's it. Like I said, this is a short, very short slideshow. Again, you can add more to it. And for goodness sake, oh my gosh, please don't leave it black and white. Black and white is there so that you can fill it in with colors, give it backgrounds, give it pictures. Show me videos if you like whatever you think you need to put in there. Okay, as long as you're voicing over it, much like I am now, you'll be great. Okay, so that is a template that I have posted on Canvas. You can use your Google account at slides.google.com to open it if you don't have PowerPoint. But PowerPoint is easy enough to work with. It's pretty intuitive. So do this. This is probably going to be the meat of your work this week, is making sure these slides look pretty and that there's enough information in them. And then you'll want to record it, obviously. So the way that I suggest that you do this is you go to panopto.com. This word, panopto.com. And this is a really, really nice way of doing this. I have checked out so many of these things. I have to say, oh my gosh, there's so many that I have tried out. And this one is great because it is free. It's not like a free trial thing, because I get really annoyed when I have to put in my credit card information for my 7-day free trial, mostly because I know that I'll forget about it and get charged at the end of the 7 days. So nothing like that here. No, you're fine. And you don't even have to sign up. I mean, you could sign up and then sign in here, but all you have to do is hit that record button, the big red record button, and it takes you directly to the page where you can start recording. Hi, it's me. And with this, you'll want to turn off your camera if you don't want your camera to be there on there. And this is the screen sharing button. So you'll click this, right? And it'll ask you if it wants to share your whole screen or just the application. And then you pick which screen you want and you say share, okay. And then, yeah, this is very awkward because it mirrors itself into oblivion. You can also do a Chrome tab. Let's see. That makes it easier. But yeah, so and you just hit that record button just right there. And as you're recording, it'll count you down. Good job. You'll say, hi, this is me. I'm having my presentation now. You'll hit the, and then you'll go through their slides. Okay. And then after you're done going through your slides, telling us jokes and, generally trying to engage with us regarding your research, you'll hit the stop button, stop. And then the screen comes up. It says your video is ready to share. And you have options down here. You have send to YouTube, send to Classroom, or send to Panopto. The easiest thing in the entire world that you're going to do is click this share to YouTube link. it's going to ask you to sign in with your Google account or your YouTube account. So you have to have one of those first. But if you click that button, it'll process for a couple minutes. It doesn't take too long, but it's not immediate either. Then it will just automatically upload onto your YouTube account. So you'll go there, grab that, that link, and turn that in. Put that on the discussion board rather, for someone else to come and check out. So it's really streamlined that way. I really, really like this website. I think that it's probably the best as far as for what I needed it for. If you have something else in mind, you can 100% go for that one if you already have a video making service that you know about or would like to use. There's another way of doing this. If you have a Twitch account and you know how to do streaming, such as like streaming video games and stuff, I have a Twitch account. So I know how the whole thing works. But you can, in fact, record a video using Twitch, doing the same kind of thing. And only instead of watching you play a video game, we're going to watch you give a presentation. Okay, so this is a perfectly reasonable, if you know how to do this, like go for it. No big deal. That would be really, really cool. So yeah, these are just two examples of how you can approach this project. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'd like to again tell you that the way that I'm grading this is not, aesthetics. Although I definitely need you to not do the black and white slides, right? Like get it a little more colorful than that, put your unique twist on it. But I mean, effort over flashiness. It doesn't have to be flashy. You don't have to make it that way if you don't want. But do make it however you want it to look. I would like it to be unique. And I'd like it to be clear. I'd like it to, if someone, again, was to pick this up in the middle of the internet, not know what it was, they should be able to understand and follow what your research has been all about. Okay, so those are kind of the things that I would like you to take away from all of this. I don't think that this needs to be anything to panic or worry about. Take the slides, input your information into the slides, make them look nice, do a short video, post it in the discussion section. You got this. All right, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.